Let's talk about the time the U.S. government wasted taxpayer dollars to investigate Eartha Kitt. The time the U.S. government... the time that Eartha Kitt made the president's wife cry. It was 1968, and Lady Lyndon B. Johnson was holding a ladies' luncheon to discuss the delinquency in America problem, which was really just disgruntled youth who were tired of all of the injustice that had been happening in America for decades that they now had to deal with, kind of like how we are now. Eartha Kitt was invited to this luncheon that she honestly didn't even want to go to because she already knew the vibes and she knew it was going to be a waste of time because it's a bunch of privileged white women getting together to talk about what underprivileged black people are going through. So, Anyway, after much persuading on behalf of Lady Bird Johnson's secretary, Eartha finally decided to attend, and of course the women did exactly what she thought they were going to do and spent the majority of the time talking about nothing while sipping champagne and tea. Eartha was getting increasingly frustrated because she was like, when are we going to actually talk about the issue at hand? I could be in my hotel room taking some fine-ass man down. What am I doing? You can see from this picture, President Johnson did ask Eartha about her opinion on the matter, to which Eartha asked, well, what are we going to do about, the delinquent parents, the parents who are unable to be in their kids' lives because they have to work 25/8 just to take care of their families, to which he stumbled his way through a response and said, I think that's something for y'all to discuss. I hear my mistress calling in the other room. Let me step out. And then he left. So Eartha listened and listened and listened, and finally they got around to asking Eartha what she thought. Now, this is after they spent hours talking about beautifying America, which was Lady Bird Johnson's answer to the youth problem. Flower pots and shit that they hang out of the windows to the ghettos of America and picking up trash off the street, which sure, I guess, yeah, that kind of would help, but no. As y'all can see from Eartha's face, she was tired of the nonsense, and this is what she had to say. Eartha said, y'all are talking about putting flower pots in window sills when we have children crying out for help. She said they're doing drugs, they're skipping school because they know that there's no need to invest in their own futures, because what future are they going to have? You're sending them overseas to be unalived in a war that they didn't start and have no stake in, much like they're still doing today. Have y'all seen how they're just accepting anybody into the Navy? If you can say your ABCs, you can go into the Navy. I wonder why. She said y'all are talking a whole bunch of nonsense and floy, and I have children in my program, Rebels with a Cause, who want to do better and want to do good, but they want to hear a genuine response from their government on how they are going to be helped. And as she's saying this, Lady Bird Johnson is just getting paler and paler, and her white woman sensitivity is just coming out. And so Eartha gets done rightfully handing them their ass to kiss, and Lady Bird Johnson just starts crying. She just starts crying. And so Eartha is then, I believe she got escorted out of the room, or they shut down the luncheon. Something like that happened. But either way, Eartha did what Eartha does, and she shut the shit down. We'll talk about the aftermath of what happened after the entire luncheon and after Eartha shut everything down tomorrow in part 2.